Anakim.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Right, first and foremost, we want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
sm0ke.
Double honors to our elders and the apostles of great mercy, and surely do well. Salutation to each and every one of the Akel that push this word out there in sincerity and through their brothers from GMS Trinidad, right? I myself, Brother Lamad.
Brother Howard. Brother Quada.
Right, coming to do a video through the spirit and power of sm0ke. Hey, basically we on the news right through, seeing what going on in America. This is year prophecy 2020, right? And going into the biblical account and show you, what going on happened before it happened, right? Hey, Lord is true. In all things, Joel 2 and 13. Right, because with the riots you see going on with the looting, alright, the protests, so you see blood, fire and smoke, and all of these are signs showing that what in the last days, right? The things escalating right about now in America. There are 4 snipers over the White House, for anybody trying to break that barricade. Donald Trump bringing in military presence, the National Guard, right? They want the police force to use more force, right? That just going to escalate and things just going to get worse and worse, right?
Joel 2 and 9.
2 and 2.
Alright, this is Joel 2 and verse 30. It says, "And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke."
Yeah, and hey, what's going on right about now? You're seeing it's having fatal shooting mostly every day with these clashes with the police. You're seeing people setting stores and things on fire, right? You're seeing smoke going up in the air. In Minneapolis, the place look basically demolished. When we was by the brother there in Valencia Saturday, came up there, everybody mind they say, hey, the place looking like Damascus over there in the States. So just showing you that what these prophecies coming to pass, right? Somebody could get 2nd Esdras 9 for me.
In 2nd Esdras, the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, and verse 1. It says, "He answered me and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning."
Yes, so right about now, what you're seeing happening in America, uproars of the people, it's spreading worldwide, China, London, right? I think even in Australia they're protesting because of this one death between George Floyd, right, and Derek Chauvin, right, and everything spiritual. If you type up the words, hey, the Most High is the one that doing this work, Yahweh sm0ke. So when they look up the names, George Floyd, George goes back into a farmer or tiller or grow. The Most High is the one that sowed that seed inside of the earth. The scripture say that what he will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. So he set that that death between that officer there, that racial seed, you could say that spark was going on in the world. Right, Chauvin, we went into go back into Chauvinism. They believe that one race is higher than the next, and you see the hatred of that man when he killed. That was merciless. That was a merciless death.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and 14. It says, "Woe to the world Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Right, and the more on this sword is what the guns. So you're seeing right about now, mainly what you'll be seeing is like more like Jakes or the Negroes will more be attacking white officers, right? You see, it's how white people. A man tried to run a truck through a whole group of people. A man take out a bow and arrow. A next fella what
And then so like
yeah,
the one who take out the bow and arrow, you know, the news confront him and ask him, oh, Tony say he was in the car, roughly probably when you see he was in the car and two black African American approach him and started doing what did they think? But when the news run back the camera, whatever the case is, they saw that he had a bow and arrow and a whole group of white people, you know, jump on him and started beating and going down the car. You know? So the scripture tell Jacob against Esau, you know, the two of them. And you know, the race wars, you know.
Yeah, never trust that.
And he basically fit the thing of a Asian provocateur.
Yeah, he was a man either way.
Because they're lying on the Jakes and them. That is the stir up war between the two races.
Because they see going on to white officers and it's really actually when they run in the cameras to the script, they said the tongue shall tell on them.
Yeah.
Then a lot is really actually is more Edomites who actually starting the looting and the burning. And the marking of BLM, Black Lives Matter.
If I can say this also, a pop-up video, you know, one of the brothers had it on the page. You wanna read up. A white guy masked down, fully masked down and whatever. You know, he just started walking and started mash up glass and thing. So the black people was like, hey, what are you doing that for? You know, they started falling. And one of the black person say like he's a police. And agent provocateurs. You know, he saw straight up these things to make it look like if it's Jake who doing it. But you know, there are a lot of people that script, hey, you sell out themselves because they people filming. They themselves filming, you know, and they're really showing, hey, it's not really Jake to doing this, you know. But it's Esau doing this because they know their agenda, they know what they're behind, they know what they want to do after. You know, the FBI, all these people and them, they like what's going on right here. They like what's going on right now.
Yeah, because
Yeah, promotion.
Jakes don't plan shit.
Yeah.
Even in a robbery, Jakes don't plan no robbery. Jakes like they run in and run out. That's the reason they be in them kind of predicament. You know? If a Jake see something going on and somebody looting so, hey, they will go and loot. But Jake don't come up with a plan like, you know, no, we will go and take this store here today and it'll be like that.
And in fact, Jakes is the one that actually helping the people and them with the stores being burned down and things, they actually helping people clean up and things. You understand? Even though some of them they taking part in it because why? Some of them who go through the financial crisis or the coronavirus, hey, they need certain supplies.
Yes.
And they take the opportunity to do what? They take the opportunity that Jake does take opportunity. We think why he so lost people to drive. We take the opportunity.
And hey, a lot of, not just Jakes, but a lot of Americans, I say, because just not just Jakes, Chinese, is Esau, is Ishmael. You know, people fed up just paying bills and just being oppressed certain ways too. You know, so that's why they come and stand up with Jake. They stand up with Jake because they love Jake, you know. They stand up with Jake because they've also been oppressed.
The scripture say if they do good, right, is they do it unknowingly. So a lot of them who saying Black Lives Matter because they are not the fear for the life. Because what the scripture saying Jake shall be Micah 5. It says that Israel going to be in the midst of the people like a lion amongst the prey. Because you really actually get Israel vexed, you know what's going on with you.
Hey, if I could just say, the testimony the brother showed me when he came from the bank, Sunday gone, you can bring out that.
Oh yeah, can we went on, we went to organize a little get together amongst the brethren, right? And one of the brothers who was organizing the little get together, right? He was in the ATM, and at Elamite one, we were standing up outside along with two other men.
To that Elamite.
Can
Both of them dressed up in red.
yeah, two other Elamite, right? So the Elamite came in when the brother was coming out, and she said, oh gosh, still them two men and them out they fright them the thing, and he wasn't taking sure because he already know it was us, she speaking about. She said, oh gosh, she continued begging him, please stay with me now, because what that spirit of fear and dread basically upon Jake's really actually. Hey, I even hear my brother and all say it that time he walking home and see some Jake coming down and they looking so scary that he turned it back. The scripture said that the Most High put his fear and dread on us for all those other nations and even for the animals.
Because just to add to what you're saying, I can remember a time I costed to go to work too. And it had a woman, she looked like Edomite, but a pretty looking Edomite. And from the time she see me coming, the woman run across the road and go on she phone and start pressing numbers and calling people and like, telling them everything. The woman was frightened and I was just going my normal way. You understand? But there it meant.
Yeah, I love, and sometimes I just stereotyping too. And hey, just to add one thing onto what the brother was saying there with that footage with that Edomite fella was breaking the glass trying to set up Jake. His girlfriend or ex-wife came out and said yes, she knew him and that is she ex and he's a police.
See?
You know?
I can see that one, man. That's not nothing.
I think it was probably on the same brother thing or if our next brother did the time. Because if I could should have you again.
Second Ezra, right?
Yeah.
Second Ezra 15 and 16, it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. And when you look up the word sedition, it says rebellion, uprising, revolt, riot, rebelliousness against authority. That is exactly what we see going on right now because police really can't do nothing. The police in the states can't really do nothing.
Even them are afraid.
Yeah, because I see some of the Jakes and them actually protecting, the barricade off one of the officers because he gets separated from the battalion, whatever the case is. So it was actually protecting him. The barricade you up until you could go to somewhere safe. Jakes looting, the breaking into to these car dealership and vandalizing $1 million vehicles, the Gucci store, all these expensive clothing store, the vandalizing, destroying, the burning down. You understand?
But at the end of the day, these things and these places are insured.
Yeah.
So they can't give back the fly life. But the Gucci store, the expensive store, them could get back the things.
Yeah. And that is why George, brother Terrence, he basically say like what you're doing, it makes sense, because really actually, hey, Jake is really a peaceable people until they really
pull them up.
Yeah, until they pull the tail, like them dog and them until they pull the tail, they think that what's going on.
Now is the time,
Yeah, now is the time for
Now
them to
is
wake
the
up.
time. Jake fulfilling prophecies I know. Now is the time for them to rebel. And hey, me mad at what they do. Let them do what they do.
Because this pushing up a sign and saying Black Lives Matter, I ain't doing shit for Jake. Jake have been going through oppression from the day they put foot in America. The odds have been against them continually.
True. Yeah, as I said in out, same shit. Same old shit, just a different day. As some people say they get frightened about your future and grow up inside of this. Now, hey, as we said in the video that we did with Brother Calabar Makaza, Black lives don't matter. The elect and the video that I did was actually an extension. The elect life matter. You understand? But you see the thing about it, we understand why these things will actually be taking place. But sometimes when they hear the scenario and the situation, they just actually feel it in your spirit. Now if you really hear the kind of lifestyle of that guy, you know, and then see how they call him a gentle giant then. Yeah, although he big, he wasn't a kind of fella troublesome, and he used to try to get his little nephew and take good advice and then kind of thing, and to see, you know, a guy like that, probably his life took now way slowly, like torture.
If I can say this,
You know?
you can type in on the internet, right? All the black people who was killed by the police over the years.
Men and women.
Men and women, you will see how these police assassinated these people, right?
Man, woman, and child, matter of fact.
And to me, it's like, I don't even fucking chip these police. It was already chipped, and like, on certain days, they just activate a chip and say, right, well, go and kill black people. Well, go and find a black man today and kill him.
No, them
Because, if I can finish,
not
I don't understand, right? Because we already know the curses, right? I just show you most of your shit and shit and movie. When you watch that video, anybody, black, white, when you watch that video, not even white, probably white, but black. So called black. When you watch that video, it'll stop your blood boy. You gotta see that two-third. He's a brother still, right? Is that Jake still? And when you see how that police officer actually sit on that man's neck for 8 to 10 minutes,
So
handcuffed.
2 other officers on top of it.
2 other officers that be you handcuffed. Officer can't breathe. And you have your hand in your pocket with your knee on the man's neck. The man can't move. And neck chopping Jake to limp here. How we fucking get him? How we get him?
But I really don't need that whole body weight on.
But we understand that all life judgment too.
Yeah.
You understand? We understand. Men in the truth, we understand that, hey, I judgment from your bash and your shine. You know, and the Lord does do everything strategic. So that was his judgment for Israel to actually uproar, for Israel to rise up and ascend.
Sacrifice, we shall out.
Can't.
He's the most cycle child, the most cycle do what he wants with, you know, his creation. You know, what's the answer now? More
Back in 2 John 15, 16, it says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings. You understand? They shall not regard their kings. And who's the king right now in the United States? Even in China, I think they're having they're doing whatever they're doing over there. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, the protesters.
They're protesting over there in China. Whoever caused war, they should not regard their king, the president or the prime minister, whatever the case is. They feel they reach as far as the White House, as the brother say, that's how much? 2 snipers? 4 snipers on you?
Normally it would have been 1 or 2, but this time they 4, and they're supposed to bring in the military just now.
Yeah, because Trump done get the green light ready for that. But Jake, that the thing about Jake, the thing about Judah. Judah already, that's why mommy game. The game put to death so much because Jake will give a fuck.
Gun, yeah, our history is basically, you know, they are accustomed to martyrdom. Whatever we believe in, you know, basically they die for that. You know, being a witness towards that, and you know, they being a witness because they say this whole situation open up close wounds. You know, that is exactly what went on with Derek Chauvin and George Floyd. Open up wounds, and after that you see how posted other videos surface where the one that we watch that Edomite and he Jake woman walk in and they move he and start to beat she, you know, and the TSC for trying to come and help, and them just 2 male officers hold you and just start to beat you for what you don't know. Judgment, but for what you don't know, because with the scripture say, don't strive with the maker, let the potsherd strive with the potsherd. We supposed to be able to judge you on earth, but the most I judge you spiritual. We supposed to judge you we're going on carnal, even though we also know the spiritual. You know?
Or if I may say too, all the blacks that was killed by the whites, right? You ain't seen nothing come out of that. But let Jake kill a white man.
Actually, over 12,000 cases where most officers killed. They say, well, anybody male or man, well, either Esau, Jake, for the from 2005 to now, only 3 officers have ever been convicted or charged.
Yeah, I was reading this morning an article. A white man, who did I yesterday happened? He committed a double murder. The police had him holding, everyone handcuffed and gave him water to drink. I eat a mic. So we already see this man didn't do nothing. They're sketching with some kind of counterfeit $20, whatever the case might be.
Which he didn't even probably know that is a counterfeit $20.
But a woman killed a Drake man in his own residence, so he paying her rent. Yeah. He own residence, he paying her rent. And she says she mistakenly killed him because she thought she was in her apartment. Like she thought she was in she apartment. Like if you don't know, you don't
So that's a shade that how Esau could just kill somebody and get off scotch free.
He got in trouble like that. And the security was doing she here. The security in the court was at Jake. Jake whom she here in the court.
The judge gave she the Bible. And the brother forgive she.
The man brother even
And the witness dead.
you're the one who's supposed to have hate in your heart for she because she killed your brother with no reason really. You understand? And when you say you forgive she, you forgive the devil.
Because she was lying, because actually the story behind that, if I'm not mistaken, right? He used to annoy she with the music that he played. You know, because what she was living below, he living on top, and the music is so annoying she. So she went up there and ended the man. You understand?
As I watching something last night also, police pulled over a white woman. She said, I think she went all the window and she said, he said, you can put your hand on. You said, no, we're killing people. He said, no, we only kill black people, remember? We only kill blacks. Real life. Real.
This is Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 12. It says, who is the wise man that may understand this? And who is he to whom the mouth of Yahweh sm0ke hath spoken, that he may declare it? For what the land perisheth, and is burned up like the wilderness, that none passeth through. And Yahweh sm0ke said, because they have forsaken my law, which I have set before them, and have not obeyed my voice, neither walk therein.
Yeah, so that is exactly what's going on with the nation of Israel. You know, the place being burned up, and all these things, you know, all these things happening unto you because what you have not obeyed the voice of your heavenly Father. The Most High chastening the Israelites right about now. Only the 1/3 of his people are the ones who go in and, you know, listen. Through this, really and truly, a lot of you Jakes when I realize that something fishy and all in Africans.
Awesome.
You know? Only when I realize what the apostles are and all the other elders and the apostles was saying was true. Because you people heard passing out on the streets. You people know exactly what's going on. People seeing that the so-called white man is the devil. You know? Whether.
Alright, this is Isaiah 65, I read from verse 12. It says, therefore, I read from 11. It says, but ye are they that forsake Yahweh, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that chook, that finish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore I will number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. You understand? That's showing that you people basically going away from the ordinances of the Most High. And anything, I just keep saying that in a lot of videos I do, anything that not flying to the way the most I want will end up tasting a death. You understand? Because waiters do, even in companies, when you make something that in come up to the standard, what has happened? You understand? There is get rid of it. You understand? And that is what going on the most I do in a house cleaning on this here.
This is Leviticus 26 and 23 can. It says, and if you will not be reformed by me by these things, but will walk contrary unto me, then will I also walk contrary unto you, and will punish you yet 7 times for your sins, and will bring a sword upon you. Right? And who is the sword? The sword Edom. Protect me from thy enemy, with which is thy sword.
Yeah.
Right? That shall avenge the quarrel of my covenant. You understand? And when ye are gathered together within your cities, I will send a pestilence among you, and it shall be delivered into the hand of the enemy. And that is what we're going on when they bring in the National Guard and bring in the military. Because right about now, you people overpowering the police. Right now, it was stated to us that the police lost total control of that city. Police couldn't stand. All the rubber bullets, the mace, pepper spray, and them kind of thing, that didn't work. So what Donald Trump looking to bring now, live ammunition, you know, and they're going on these threats from state to state, because right now they're just bringing in the machines, you know, and Esau is that pestilence. You know, somebody had something over there.
Let's just repeat it. Canada mentioned it. It's 73 and 5. So start from 4. So 4, there are no bands in their depth, but their strength is full. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
Yes. Yeah, so you know, even when they go to different people countries, you know, because scripture say the keepers at home. What go on? They're not in trouble. They don't get the kind of treatment Jake does get. If I either might travel to China or to Canada or whatever country it is, they're not going and turn them back just so, but they'll ask a Jake where you come to the country for whatever the case is. Hey, you ever hear about how either might get deported from anywhere? We call them deportee. Right now they're beating up Jake in China because of the coronavirus. You see they're beating up Esau. Even though information came out that what is they also spread it in their country. It was 4 labs, 3 in America and 1 in Wuhan, that actually brought out this whole coronavirus. They was working together. So information come out about that. All they beating up Esau in all the land? No, all they beat up Jake. Because what they say, Jake more likely to get or die from it. And that's the thing. They ain't say Jake more likely to spread it, they're more likely to die from it because of the chronic diseases that we have from our eating habits. So spreading it ain't really the problem.
But you see, the beating Jakes all day, but God is love. And we're supposed to love everybody. Jakes, they're always trying to push that love doctrine on Jakes. After everything these other nations do up to this point, they're beating you in China, right? They're doing all kind of things all over the world, but still you gotta promote that love.
Why tribulate love thy ways to
speak love?
And even stupid Jakes too. You understand? Or there's hope for the white man. Why would there be only white man? You understand? He is the devil. He is the one that oppressing the nation of Israel.
GCC went and see it just now too. This is Jeremiah 15 and 5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest? And somebody could get Lamentation 2 and 15, because when they said this was the day that we was looking for. When Jerusalem fall, they wish for that day.
Who will not pity a charmer?
Sunday. Oh, yeah, I'm on the way for it.
Yeah, I wanted to finish it.
I can get the Lamentation 2:15 by me now.
It says back in Psalms 73. It says their pride compass them about as a chain, violence cover them as a garment.
Guys, Donald Trump said today in a press conference yesterday, America always wins. We always win. Right. Our country never knows.
You see, and knowing growing up too, when You see when they started talk tough and proud, boastful so, then you look most and make sure your laws by.
But yeah,
Speak no more accidentally proud.
I hear a woman, I don't know who's the woman, but she said that today, she said, Donald Trump don't speak in modesty. You know, he don't speak in that kind of exalted, proud, lofty type of way.
Like Herod, I
know
apostle. The apostle say he cannot be Herod. How do you know he cannot be Herod Agrippa? Because Herod Agrippa spoke proud.
Yeah, pride.
They say this is the voice of our God. Yeah,
It says, verse 7 says, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression.
yeah, because what? All he had to say that, sorry, yeah, enough with the Trump Tower. He was once the world's richest man. You understand? So what? He's speaking wickedly concerning oppression because what he said in the press conference, he's the defender and the way you call it America and whoever the case is. But usually that country you're supposed to be chief judge, you're supposed to let whoever in that state, whether the governor or the mayor, know here is the scene, persecute that man. Look how he had the country right about now. Hurry up with judgment.
No, but I think it's the rest of police officers. I think they wanted to be arrested, and that's why they continue the protest.
Yeah, come. The four of them.
Yeah, because
By
if
rights.
it is, come on,
Yeah.
if it is for we here when on a party and Lamad,
God
whoa,
forbid.
yeah, forbid, polygon, and kill somebody, hey, they will want to put foreign we. Although you didn't know nothing more, you might be shocked when you see Lamad kill the man. That wasn't your plan when you leave your house to go in the party, you know what I'm saying?
But because if I may just twist it a little bit, up by us, it had the police end up coming in Jake's house and end up seeing the beat him real bad, right? And within the whole thing, they end up finding a gun. But when they find the gun, the man, wife, his sister, and all of them was there. And all of them didn't remain there. They end up carrying them down and charging them for the gun too.
Yeah,
You
can.
understand?
I
And basically the sister and them had nothing to do with it.
You understand?
I can remember on the news that time too. A granny go down in jail. Granny had to
Knowing that Granny and
Nothing to do with it.
You know, obviously that they.
So in an instance with 4 men and 1 man, and they're watching if the 3 men watching 1 man murder the man, and 2 of them meet on the man, you don't think them supposed to go down too?
That's right.
As they say Bailey Mountain belongs to the streets calling it.
Yeah. Hey, as I say now, you see, America don't have enough big stone, and here in Trinidad, it kind of different too. Because trust me, if anybody was really see something like that going on, trust me, police might have done get a big stone wrong a corner. You might not know where the big stone coming from. You understand?
Benjamin,
That's right. Because that wickedness and what Donald Trump speaking wickedly concerning oppression by saying what they go bring out the military guard, they go bring out this, but you yourself as the chief and commander, yeah, really and truly, they could stop that, but the scriptures must be fulfilled. You know?
It says they set their mouth against the heaven and their tongue walk.
How he set him out against the heaven, the space military, you know? They bring out the new military force and real boasting about the military might of America and the space force, you know?
That one warning that I went.
I already know I end up blowing up one of the things there.
It says their tongue walketh through the earth, therefore his people return thither.
Yeah, because what? They spread that democracy, they spread lies, right? They spread their way, and right about now, what London, people in London and things have to protest for, a lot of people saying they show the softness and the weakness of America, and they try to dictate everybody else to say they should rule a country like this and they should rule a country like that. So that should be tongue what in all the world. But right about now, you know.
Yeah, I was talking.
Done.
Lamentation.
Yeah, Lamentation 2:15, I just been on to.
Right, this is Lamentation chapter 2 and verse 15. It says, all that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughters of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city of men? Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth?
Yeah, that is States. That is the USA. The perfect city where everybody want every nation of people, them Africans, that the dreamland, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But that dreamland gonna be desolate just now. As we were saying that looking at Damascus in parts over there, looking at Damascus.
Yeah,
A dream is a nightmare, the American dream.
And I like that looking beautiful. Go Jake, go.
Go, Jacob. Yeah, he saw too. All they get all the preps too, all they going down all they one state, man.
Yeah.
If a lot of Jakes like to leave the Caribbean country and go up there and feel like that is the America is them own. Understand?
After we see
They kicking them like ball over there.
country.
But you can't use the head, man.
Exactly.
Some looting for clothes and phone. They for the looting loot for food. You understand?
Cars.
Huh?
Yeah, well, those say with the lieutenant, let them fuck up America.
No, well,
The economy.
no, well, you see what Jake doing now? Jake
Yeah.
looting, you know. Jake breaking in all these places, but the lieutenant taking phone, iPhone and thing,
Because you see the scripture say
and he can't lock it.
the scripture say though I forget it in Amos, I think though something happened that will rebuild
Malachi.
Like Malachi.
Malachi.
More.
Yeah. So basically Jake
Sure, dog, and
right, so probably
Malachi one.
so basically Jake now in that mindset too, thinking that this system would go on forever.
Exactly.
You are your father's the devil.
I just going on with them. They feel America gonna get them feel when them done the America gonna get nicer, gonna be a better place. And Jake's gonna get a place where like every creed and race gonna find an equal place. That's what them think. But fuck that shit.
They have to be continued.
Salak, I hear a man say something on the news today. He say and he mentioned something concerning the Rothschild. And he was talking about the Constitution. I can't remember it perfect. Right? But basically he's saying like, hey, if the Rothschild said this, where would we? He said he said something concerning the Rothschild and the Constitution. And basically like it not no hope. Basically the Constitution means shit.
Yeah, you control the constitution.
Yes.
And stuff.
Because I read the scripture said they will curse the gods and look up. People don't hope for this place again. Yes, son.
That is the mindset JK like we don't have, you know, the Trump go give in and they will have a better America and Jake's will be able to cry with the wife into any store and cry them any place and think, but hey, they will go in any place and they'll be patrolling behind Jake's, hey, or they don't touch nothing. This you understand? We treat them like thief and vagabond and anywhere they go.
But basically, Jake had the mindset that they will fit into that puzzle. But the puzzle at Jake is not for the that not all the
Can't fit.
Yeah. So don't matter what they do, or they will never have a safe heaven day in Esau Kingdom.
Can't.
No matter what they do. You know who promised them all that safe heaven? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And that is the God that all they neglect. That basically all they turn on their back on.
You know, verse 16, because verse 16 says, all thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Continually, this is the day that we look for. We have found, we have seen it.
That's where the heathens wanted, that's where the heathens stay. Right about now, a lot of these heathens go in and do shit and blame it on you. That is why they call it the time of Jacob's trouble. And as the brother said, they are present in the time of Jacob's trouble. This was actually, basically the start of Jacob's trouble. It starts.
This year is fucking year Jacob trouble.
If I may say, they could read 17, then Lamentation too.
Yeah, it's all right.
17 and 18.
The 17 says, Yahweh Shemel had done that which he had devised and had fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He had thrown down and had not pitied, and he had caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. He had set up a horn of thine adversaries. Their heart cried unto Yahweh Shemel, O wall of the daughters of Zion, let tears run down like a river. Day and night give thyself no rest. Let not the apple of thine eye cease.
People, if I may say that, what going on in America right now, Jake's crying. You understand? Oppression.
Not even Jake alone crying. First, the oppression terrible in America. Because I watch a scene with I think it was a 7-year-old girl. She was to do something in school, and the mother didn't have enough money. So she advised the mother that if she could sell like lemonade.
Right, I was watching that yesterday, yeah. And a woman called police and she.
A white woman called police and she had have basically like a license to sell lemonade.
I know it had one talk about lemonade, but I know it had one with water. She was selling bottled water.
Hey. I wash and I wanna believe I live in America already in the early days. Most I send my spirit back down here.
Nobody too.
We last long again.
We last long over this. This is Isaiah 9 and verse 19 and 20. It says, Should the wrath of Yahweh force is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother, and he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm. Right? And all of that is what's going on right about now in the States. You know, they're snatching on every side. But what? They're not going to be satisfied. Because what? The economy going to collapse when you do that. Isaiah 9 and 5, For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and the garment rolled in blood. But this shall be with burden and fuel of fire. So this is just the starting. Because the end of all of this going to be the salvation of Israel and the ICBM nuclear missiles.
That's right.
You know? Yeah. And that we should look off there, right? Giving our praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Mokakodash.
Double honors to our elders and the apostles of great mercy, and surely do well. Citation to each and every one of the happy and that push this without the insincerity and truth. Brothers from GMS Trinidad once again say shalom to move for the left.
Shalom.
Ma what wa abad la babal.
Wow.